Veterinary Medicine Digital.
Practitioners need to be concerned when clients report to them that their pets are too active, especially their dogs, because research has shown that many older active dogs are at risk for being relinquished to animal shelters. And sometimes owners may just mention this as an aside, seemingly to the veterinarian, when actually they're really asking for help. When clients present dogs to veterinarians or ask questions about their pets being too overactive, one of the first pieces of advice that a veterinarian can give is for the owner to look at how the pet is managed behaviorally and environmentally. We like to think about it as the principles of behavioral well-being, in which for each individual dog, given its age, its sex, and its breed, we determine what is an ideal amount of exercise and mental stimulation, social interaction, and opportunity for play, and to look and see if there's any deficits in those principles of behavioral well-being. And first of all, the first step is to correct those. And once the pet's needs are being met, then it's going to be more responsive to any behavior modification or training that is done to help correct any specific behavior issues that the owner is still seeing. Lots of different breeds can have variations in their temperaments and the amount of activity and mental stimulation and exercise that they need and that they have predispositions for. And many owners are naive and not really prepared for the behavioral requirements of dogs that they obtain. So it's always a good idea for clients to check with veterinarians and other pet professionals to see if the type of breed that they hope to obtain fits with their lifestyle and their expectations for a pet. One of the first things that we try to advise clients who have dogs that are pulling and lunging when they go on walks is we ask what kind of leash and what kind of collar they're using. And one of our first pieces of advice is to change to a head halter. We find that many dogs will be much more compliant and more willing to walk along at the pace that the owner desires them to if a head halter is used instead of a collar and a leash. If dogs continue to pull while wearing a head halter, I often ask them to come into our office, or a veterinarian can have them come in, make sure that the head halter is fitted appropriately, make sure the owner is using it appropriately, and if all things are in place as they should be, there are some other options such as chest harnesses. There is the Easy Walk chest harness that might be more acceptable for some dogs than others. And then too, we also focus quite a bit on training, and if the problem mainly occurs when the dog is walking in the neighborhood or in a dog park, we demonstrate methods to them about how to work with the dog individually in less arousing situations and teach it in smaller steps to heel and to not pull and lunge, using a lot of positive reinforcements as they go along. In circumstances in which gentle leaders are not working, some people might recommend a pinch collar, some people might recommend a training collar such as a choke collar. I'll just have to be perfectly honest, and I've never recommended any of those in my experience. I don't have any first-hand experience with them, and there are other alternatives that I would recommend trying before going to a training collar such as that.